Oh yes, welcome everyone to my next Let's Play of Castlevania Symphony of the Night. In my opinion, one of the best Castlevania games, and best games in general that I have ever played. Now this game, to a few statistics about it, it was released in North America on October 2nd, 1997, and in Japan on March 20th, 1997. It is the direct sequel to the formerly Japanese-only PC Engine game Castlevania Rondo of Blood, which also marked a kind of a turning point in the Castlevania series. However, this game marked a huge turning point in the series, as it shifted away from the level-by-level gameplay of the previous games and more towards an open-ended gameplay experience, which is often compared to Metroid. In fact, pretty much all of Castlevania games released after this were done in this style. Journey back to 1792 in the Transylvanian countryside of Romania. Of course, Rondo of Blood did see a re-release here in North America as the Dracula X Chronicles for the PSP in an enhanced remake, and also it was recently released on the Virtual Console, the Wii. The soundtrack in this game is awesome. It's done by Michiru Yamane. I think that's how her name is pronounced. Dracula's castle. And all its evil, dark glory. Now, obviously, I'm playing the original PlayStation version, which contains a lot of interesting glitches that you may get to see throughout this Let's Play. I won't do all of them, because some of them may break the game and render my save file corrupt. So anyway, this intro stage here takes place actually during the final part of Rondo of Blood. And this staircase is actually in the normal game, quote unquote. Here you get some items here that you cannot use as Richter. You have to wait until to use them in the main game. But you may notice the intro stage is called Bloodlines. However, in the original Japanese version of Symphony of the Night, this is called Rondo of Blood, which is what it's also called in the original game. Why they called it Bloodlines, I don't know. Here it is, one of the most iconic dialogue exchanges in gaming history.
Monster! You don't belong in this world!
It was not by my hand that I'm once again given flesh. I was called here by humans who wish to pay me tribute.
Tribute? You steal men's souls and make them your slaves.
Perhaps the same could be said of all religions.
Your words are as empty as your soul. Mankind ill needs a savior such as you.
What is a man? A miserable little pile of secrets. But enough talk! How about you?
Oh yes, this dialogue has been parodied countless times. Anyway, you grab the holy water, blast Dracula with the hydrants. That's easy. There's his first form gone. Of course, he's much harder in the original Rondo of Blood. I've actually played the Dracula X Chronicles on the PSP, and it's very good. I say one of the best games on PSP. Dodge's Fireball, that was close. Nice jump right there. It's been a while since I played this game, so I may be a bit rusty. Throwing your holy water. Alright, he's almost gone. Gotcha.
It cannot be!
Alright, Dracula's easy. Yeah. He looked weak. It was Rector Belmont, the legendary vampire hunter, who succeeded in finally ending the menacing conflict. Lord of the vampires, who had been brought back from the grave by the Dark Priest's shaft. That's a weird name for a priest. However, one night 4 years later, under the glare of a full moon, Victor mysteriously vanished. With no idea where to begin the search, Maria Renard set out to look for him. It was then that fate intervened. Castlevania, the Castle of Dracula, which is rumored to appear once every century, suddenly materialized out of the mist, as if to show the way. Meanwhile, powerful forces were struggling with the soul of a man named Alucard, the very same Alucard who had teamed up with Trevor Belmont to battle his immortal father, Count Vlad Tepes Dracula. Alucard, in order to purge the world of his own cursed bloodline, had submerged his vampire powers and entered into what was supposed to be an eternal slumber. But now he is awake and aware of the evil once again at work in his homeland. The time has once again come for the forces of good and evil to engage in their ancient battle. Dracula's castle beckons for you. And no man can say who shall emerge victorious. Favorite games of all time here is about to begin. You can play with the loading screen by moving the D-pad around. Alright, we see Alucard here. We're in the castle. It's time to kick some ass. Pretty dark. Come on. Let there be light! This is one of my favorite music tracks in the whole game. It's called Dracula's Castle. And it plays during this portion of the castle. As you can tell, this game uses like an RPG-like leveling system. You have several stats here: strength, constitution, intelligence, and luck. Those are your base stats. And Alucard has several skills he can use. For example, Dark Metamorphosis will allow him to restore HP by coming into contact with the blood of his enemies. The thing is, you had to use a bladed weapon, and to use that bladed weapon on an enemy that can bleed in order to get the health regeneration. I'm going to spend a little while here killing these mermen, level up some. Now in the intro stage, there is a way to get better starting stats for Alucard. If you defeat Dracula in less than a minute without taking any damage, then you'll get enhanced starting stats. But that requires you to skip the infamous opening sequence dialogue with Dracula and Richter, so I didn't take that out of my Let's Play. I was thinking about it, but I said, nah, this is a Let's Play, not a walkthrough. Long play, as people would call it. The thing is, Alucard has access to all his skills from the beginning of the game, but we won't be able to use all of them, including, in my opinion, his most useful skill until he levels up and earns some more magic points. Trap? Yeah, Alucard, being a vampire, is damaged by water. So he's half vampire, half human, actually. Those of you who don't know who he is. He first appeared in the... there's demonstrated right there. most weapons have an alternate special attack. For example, Alucard's starting weapon is a teleport slash. I was saying, Alucard's first appearance in the Castlevania series. Okay, gonna level up to 6 here. Alucard's first appearance was in Castlevania 3 Dracula's Curse for the NES. And his appearance in that game is very different from here in Symphony of the Night. In Castlevania 3, Alucard kind of looked like the Bela Lugosi kind of Dracula vampire thing. Had the Bela Lugosi vampire look, but here he has more of a like a Japanese pretty boy look, you say. Of course, like Resident Evil, Symphony of the Night is infamous for the faulty of its voice acting. But not as many cheesy lines as in the original Resident Evil.
Alucard.
Oh, it's Death.
What is your business
A
here?
recurring character throughout the Castlevania
I've come to
series.
put an end to this.
Still befriending mortals. I'll not ask you to return to our side, but I demand you cease your attack.
I will not.
You shall regret those words. We will meet again.
So yeah, the first time I heard Alucard's voice, I was like, interesting. Not the voice I had in mind for him, but okay, I got used to it. Now he's obviously saw there, Death stole all our equipment, so you're gonna have to start fresh. Now there is a way to keep all your starting equipment by inputting a code for your name as your name at the start, which gives you 99 luck, and by doing a series of things which will actually launch you past the room where you first meet Death, and you can keep all your starting equipment, which is some of the strongest equipment in the game, actually. Okay, I'm gonna equip that short sword here. That red rust is basically a piece of crap weapon. It doesn't do anything. Here's your save room. It restores all your health and magic points.